Namaste students, my name is JVS Dr. Neeraj Bholia, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss about the communicable and non-communicable diseases. And this belongs to the subject medical biotechnology. So let's start. So we can categorize the diseases into two categories. One is the communicable and second is the non-communicable. So communicable means, or communicable are also known as the infectious diseases, so that are caused by the infective organisms and they are capable to infect the other persons also. So for example, the bacteria are there, viruses, parasites and fungus that can be spread. Okay, the spreading may be directly or it may be indirectly, directly from one person to another and indirectly from one person to some other source, and that source will now infect the next person. Okay, so some are transmitted through bites from the insects, while some are caused by the ingesting the contaminated food or water, or it may be communicated directly from one person to another person by the if it is a airborne, then through air, the sneezing, the coughing and the contaminated things, when in fact the next person, it may be communicated. Okay. So a variety of disease producing bacteria and viruses are carried in the mouth, in nose, in throat, in respiratory tract. So we are full of microorganisms. Okay, if we are infected with some specific pathogen, then it will be present in our body. Okay, if it is present in our mouth, in our saliva, if we cough, if we talk, it will be transmitted to the other person. Okay, so the few conditions such as the leprosy, tuberculosis and different strains of the influenza that are caused by the flu can be spread by coughing, by sneezing and saliva or mucus, or through the unwashed hands. Okay, so the mode of transmission, the mode of infection may be different in different diseases. Okay, as we say that it may be direct or it may be indirect. Okay, some specific types of diseases are there. Some STDs are there. STD means the sexually transmitted diseases are there. For example, the HIV and the other STDs are also there. The viral hepatitis are spread through the exposure of the infective bodily fluids such as the blood or some other body fluid. Okay, so the hepatitis is a significant concern in the African regions, and the majority of people living with the hepatitis B and C, and they are unaware of these infections. So in some cases we may be the carrier of the infection. Okay, so in some of the cases that the virus or the bacteria is present in our body, it is, but it is not causing the any symptoms, it is not causing the disease. Okay, in that case also we may be the source of the contamination, we may be the source of infection to the another persons. The insects also play a significant role in the transmission of the disease. So for example, bites from the Anopheles mosquitoes, it transmits the malaria parasite. Okay, that can on the high risk population such as the children under age of 5 and the pregnant women, it can cause the disease. So likewise, the yellow fever has also seen the resurgence due to the reduced vaccination efforts. So many of the neglected tropical diseases are caused by the unsafe water, unsafe and poor housing conditions or poor sanitization in the region. So that may be related with the hygiene conditions. Okay, so the infection may be of the airborne, it may be of waterborne. Okay, or Likewise, another category of disease is the non-communicable disease, NCDs. Okay, they are also known as the chronic diseases. So they tend to be of long duration and are the result of a combination of the genetic, physiological, environmental, and the behavioral factors. Okay, sorry. So the non-communicable disease can be caused by many factors. For example, to say that the any type of the stress. Okay, so the lifestyle disease also there. So cancer is one of the lifestyle disease. Okay, any change in the gene or genome, it may create the genetic disease. Okay, or some inheritable disease are also there. For example, the diabetes. Okay, or sickle cell anemia. Okay, so these diseases are not communicable, but it is the genetic disease. It is not like that if in one family one diabetes patient is there, and if it is sneezing and if it is coughing, then it may be in fact the some other person. No, it's not like that. Okay, the genetic disease can be inherited by the genes only. Their offsprings may have the probability to have that disease, but that is not communicable to the other persons through the air, through the water, and through other contaminated things. Okay, so the main types of the non-communicable diseases are cardiovascular disease, like for example, we can say the heart attack or stroke. Cancers are also there. So few of the cancers are the related to the viruses. Okay, but most of the cancers, most of the types of the cancers are non-communicable. They are due to the change in the gene, or we can say they are produced by the mutations. Okay, the chronic respiratory diseases are also there. Say for example, the COPD, that is the chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or we can say the asthma, or the diabetes. So these are the diseases which do not communicable, which are non-communicable diseases. Okay, so sorry, the what are the risk factor for the non-communicable disease? Because if we say that they are not communicable, then what is the reason that they develop in the humans, they created in the patients? Okay, so the risk factor of the non-communicable disease included the modifiable behavioral risk factors. Okay, so modifiable behaviors such as the use of the tobacco. Okay, so this is one of the cancer for the this is one of the reason for the cancer. Okay, and it may also develop the COPD, asthma may be developed. Okay, so next is of risk factor is the physical inactivity. Okay, if we are not doing the physical activities, our work is like that we have to sit for a long time and we are not physically active, then some mutations may be there, some metabolic diseases may be there that may develop. Okay, next is the unhealthy diet. Okay, because in the diet, if we consume the fruits, we consume the green vegetables, then they have the different antioxidants that is the preventive measure for the cancers, that include the green vegetables and the foods. They have the minerals, vitamins, growth factors, and many nutrients which are utilized by our body to increase our immune system, to boost our immune system. Okay, so the unhealthy diet, if we are not eating the healthy diet, we are eating only the unhealthy diet, fast food, etc. So they will not give us the immunity, they will not give us the antioxidants. Okay, so they are just filling up our stomach, not at all. Okay, so the harmful use of alcohol means the uh, uh, alcohol is not the continuous use of the alcohol. Okay, so it is also related with the increased risk of the non-communicable diseases. So these all factors increases the risk of the non-communicable disease. So for prevention, we have to uh, uh, we have the good habits like do not use the tobacco, do not take the alcohol in excessive amount, be or do physically active activities, and take the healthy diet. So these collectively will increase your immunity, and they make you safe from the non-communicable disease. Okay, so some metabolic risk factors are also there, because the metabolic risk factors contribute to 4 key metabolic changes in the changes that increase the risk of the non-communicable disease. Okay, if you are not physically active, then the raised blood pressure will be there. You may be overweight or obese. Okay, hyperglycemia means the high blood glucose level may be there. Lipidemia will be there, means the high level of fat in the blood. Okay, so that increases the metabolic risk for the non-communicable disease in your body. Okay, so we have to take care about that. So these were all about the communicable and non-communicable diseases. Okay, so in the communicable diseases, we have studied that the communicable disease is the disease that are caused by the microbes, and then that can be spread directly or indirectly from one person to another person. Okay, then we have seen the examples. For example, the TB, the leprosy, the influenza. These are the example of the communicable diseases. The communicable diseases may be of various types according to the source of the infection. It may be airborne, it may be waterborne, it may be through contaminated stuffs also. Okay, so it may be vector based. Okay, insect may be the vector. The non-communicable diseases are the diseases which are not communicated, which are not transmitted from one person to another person. Okay, and the most important, or you can say the important examples of the non-communicable diseases are the heart disease, cancers, the COPD, asthma, diabetes. So these are the examples of the non-communicable diseases. So the risk factor includes the modifiable behavior risk factor, okay, like the less physical activity, unhealthy diet, harmful use of the alcohol, tobacco consuming, and metabolic risk factor are also there. The raised blood pressure, overweight, obesity, hyperglycemia, hyperlipidemia. So these will increase the risk of the non-communicable disease. Okay, so this was all about the communicable and non-communicable disease. Hope you are satisfied with this detailed session. If you have any doubt, any query, you can write in the comment box. And this session is powered by Digital Version 2, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you.